Hi everyone, Lord Crew here and welcome to my channel. So what we're going to discuss today is about the balance changes or the balance update for the core and the Mortal Judgment set. So without further guys, let's proceed. So first of all of the information can be found in the Gods Unchanged blog site. So just go to the Gods Unchanged website and go to learn and click blog and just type and search the Mortal Judgment release patch note. Uh So as we all know, last week before the weekend rank, we had a public test realm for the Mortal Judgment set. And if you watch my PTR YouTube video, you see that there will be a new kinds of like deck that might become so popular once the Mortal Judgment release date. So one of them is Nubian deck for death, domain aggro from deception, light still strong, Dralamar OTK, the Favor War combo, and such. Okay, and based on that PTR, they'll trying to nerf some of the cards based on that PTR, and the release date FYI is not today but technically later during the Mortal Judgment release date. So once the Mortal Judgment been live, all of the changes will happen on that time, and that will be seen at the release. Technically during the Mortal Judgment here, but FYI there are like two buff and nerf. Other two updates will be done in the core and also on the Mortal Judgment. So let's proceed now first with the core set. So technically what they trying to nerf are the majority are like the agrolite. We all know for the past couple of weeks agrolites dominated and they have like 47% in terms of popularity. Like literally almost half of the players play agrolite day to day and even during the weekend rank. So first thing that they gonna nerf are the Mace of Calling instead of 3 durability into 2. Wrong path, they increase the casting cost from 3 to 4. Shield Bearer, they make it from 1-1 into a 0-1 again. So, in my opinion, Shield Bearer is it's dead card again. Rest in peace again, Shield Bearer. For Hyperion, they instead of like 5-5 into 5-4, fair enough because it has ward. Literally having a ward, it's hard to kill for Hyperion here. Viking Warden, for unknown reason, the performance of the Viking or the War are like so low compared with Light, but they still trying to nerf Viking War Maiden. Why? I think because it's like for two casting costs, you still have like a total of a 3-3 creature, like a 2-2 and a 1-1 at the same time. Usually, this is a favorite opening of Aggro War. Especially on first turn, like with extra mana, you have a 3-2 and 1-1 at the same time. So I think it's fair enough to make them a 2-2. Battle Bard, it became from 2-2 into 1-2. Usually, this is like a good combo also with the Viking, like follow up for the Viking Wire Maiden because of the +2 strength of the Battle Bard here. It only targets only Viking, so I think it's okay to become a 2-2 because sometimes people play him on the first turn even though there's no Viking in the table. It's like a board presence opening. Overall, in my perspective, Mace of Calling because they reduce the durability into 2. I think people in my prediction, people might go back playing Ritual Rod or Cudgel here. Okay, because especially the Ritual Rod, if I have like Vexican and on first turn, for example, first turn, play Vexican and use extra mana, play the Rod Ritual, I can have a 2-3. Uh, a, a 2-3 means like 2 strength and 3 durability using that one casting cost. People might play Mace of Calling because of the extra Acolyte creature, but usually you sacrificing because this is has no blitz. People play him in first turn, just like for the opportunity to attack next turn. But I believe people, in my perspective, I think uh, Ritual Rod will be more playable. Probably one copy of Mace of Calling and two copies of Ritual Rod, something like that. Okay, now we go now to the Mortal Judgment cards now. Big Bony Bastard, they make him like a 5-4 instead of 5-5. That's it. Only no, I'm sorry. It's 5 strength. So he became 4-5. So 5 casting cost, he's a 4-5. And then extra empower for Heirloom, Pharaoh's Heirloom. Dahlia, Night Gardener, he's an Echo 1. He became a forecasting cost 3-3 with Echo. Uh, I think this is still good. It's just like a one turn delay. One turn delay. Uh, Proud Protector, I like this one. So sad because currently it's strong because it's like a master of indulgence, like the other way around. uh, because instead of health, it's strength. The only problem they add one extra cost because of echo. I think fair enough, and also there are lots of forecasting costs currently now that are like more popular, like the Highborn, Holy Enchanter, and probably making him 5-5. Five casting costs. It's also good because it's just like one turn away. And the thing is also it's like he has an echo, means he has like another copy of it for next turn. Uh home home guard return the tomb guard. So this one, the home guard protector, it's a 2 to cast. They're gonna make him like 1-2, which is for me it's okay also because the problem like playing this one versus the Anubian one, because he has one health, it can be blood ritual even though he has a protect. So make him like 1-2. It's like hard for the with god power to kill him, like even like the even for deception, even for magic. So it's like harder to kill because you can, and especially for the Anubian blood ritual, like even though he has protect, it can like be killed by one god power. I think that's fair enough for me. uh Immaterialize, converting it to three, I think it's fair enough also. uh Wave. I think the main reason why they nerfed this one because this has like a lot of ability for five cast. You go five to cast 5-5. And FYI, it has no confuse. So maybe that's the reason. So they have like probably two options: add him a confuse or reduce hit stats, like which is 4-4. Because we all know in wild, the bigger stat means they have confuse here. So they try to change this one down and make it like a 4-4 here. Okay. Uh, Shadowback Tower, supposed to be 1-1, now becomes 0-1. But once you play him, he will still one strength, so he becomes still 1-1 instead of like one casting cost 2-1. Technically, that was like the idea for that one. Arms Dealer, 4 to cast, become like a 3-3. And Echo Hidden for one turn. At the start of your turn, expend is like spend one mana. If you do, give your creature plus one strength until end of turn. Forecasting costs for a 3-3 creature. I think that's like what's happening here. A little bit okay for me. Anyway, he has hidden, so technically next turn once you gonna attack, you will have like additional one. You become a 4-3. Line in the sand. This is literally for light control. Increasing it to 5. Uh, Usually you will deny a massive big damage attack for 2 mana, but now they want him to become 5 casting costs, which is a little bit later in the game rather than early in the game. Territorial Domain, 2 casting costs. I think fair enough. 2 casting costs. We all know nature has like, literally those with the big health and big strength. Uh, Aspect Juggler. I like this one. Imagine you have two cards of this one in first, and you're a first player. You can like play these two of it on turn one with extra mana, and you will get four creature. Now they adding an extra mana means one turn delay. A one turn delay here for Aspect Juggler. Uh, Even for the roll leak roll leak for the Lyris, still also one turn delay instead of two, it become three. They're trying to slow the aggro, especially the domain aggro one. Uh, they don't want you to play all of that one in one and two. Imagine you play everything in first turn and second turn, means you already have no hands, but you already fill the board. So they're trying to delay that one in one turn. That's what I'm thinking here. Corrupting influence, same thing. Become, instead of two, it become three. So another delay. Usually, appeal to mercy is you can do it on first turn. Imagine first turn you have like two creature already with template. Either has protect, afterlife, or ward. Nithos, Mage, Weaver, they add additional casting costs. With the Mpower, I think it will be now 4 casting costs to deal 2 damage. And with ability. So ability means you will unlock the mana not this turn but next turn. Okay? So he cannot attack, means he can like do the ability. So that's the disadvantage. So 20-sided maze from 3 to cast to 4. Uh, this is like strong for the aggro Anubian, but they, like I said, they learn another turn. The problem with this one, this is like similar to the Selena swords, which for those light one for casting cost, it's a little bit late for me. Probably I like the 3 casting costs, but change his weapon, like maybe make him a 0-1 rather than a 2-2, because forecasting cost as an aggressive, it's too late. Like that's like my a little bit late, a little bit late for me. The 20-sided, the Wretched Vanguard, this will literally nerf the Anubian Aggro, because the Anubian Aggro is relying on resurrecting this one. So it became a 1 to cast 1-1. I think it's 1 health. It's okay because he will still life. It's like now another version of Zombie. Zombie is 1-1 with Leech. This one is 1-1 if he died, still 1 health. It can be still comboed with the Pharaoh's Heirloom and with the other, like the Anubian cards, that when an Anubian died, deals 2 damage or deals 1 damage, or plus Skull Scepter. The only thing is he's not like a big threat now on the first turn and second turn, because he's just only has 1 attack. So it's not threatening. It means you can trade your Badger. If you can, your Badger and your Acolyte can do a board control by attacking this one, and your Badger and your Acolyte will not die. So that's the thing. You can still do a board control using your 2-2 creature. Not like before, if you attack my 2-2 to this one, both dies and I will lose 1 health. Uh it's a big nerf on the Anubian Aggro. Uh so it will affect even the Pharaoh's Hellroom. Okay, instead of 1-1, 2-1 become 1-1. Alastrina, uh, a big nerf for the ramp magic, but no effect on the Dralamar OTK. On the Dralamar OTK, you can still perform a 6-turn OTK combo, like literally OTK. Because instead of 4, you play him on turn 5, and then on turn 6, you can now, with extra mana, you can play now Dralamar and you can still do the OTK combo. Now, because you make him 5, it means if with Empower, means for the ramp magic, it would be instead of 1 turn delay, it will be another two turns delay, because Empower, uh 3, so 5, it's like total of 8 mana. So nerf on the ramp magic, but Dralamar OTK is still effective. Okay, so people might still play this one. Who knows? Because they try to slow down the aggro now. Who knows? Dralamar OTK came back. That's like my prediction here. uh Hand of the Abyss, instead of 2, become 3 mana with Empower, so 4. She will play him in turn 4. Land of the Dead, for me, it's okay to, 5 casting cost is too much OP, but instead of like 1 turn delay by making 6 casting cost, it's like 2 turns delay, because we all know the difference between 5 mana and 6 mana, right? There's like a gap. There's a gap, like a 5.5 turn. As you can see here, this is OP. I think it's fair enough, because sometimes in turn 5, I play this one, and my opponent, like Nature or Deception, if they have Rapture Dance, they cannot counter it on next turn, on their turn. They have to wait another more turn, and which is that's a lot of massive 1/1 creature here. Probably one casting cost or two casting costs. Probably for the heirloom, they should like make it empower two instead of empower two, empower one probably. So I think Land of the Dead is fair enough. Six, so at least other deck can counter it. Using their AOE because five mana is like literally insane. Like in five turn, reach into the black, summon three, they just add one additional mana. So they're trying to delay the aggro. Bone Roller 4 into 5, which is it's just one turn delay, but I'm not quite sure about this one. I think 4/3/3 is enough. Template, template. Uh, yeah, template is a random one, but I think it's fair enough. Also, they're trying to delay the aggro of the Anubian. Dead King's Touch, it became like a 5 casting cost now. So with Empower, it's like 6. So fair enough. Similar to Rip. Rip is like destroy and then heal 4. That's for 6 mana. This one is destroy in turn 5. Or if you want Heirloom, you need to wait 2 more turns. 2 more turns. Usually you save this one to kill like a wall or like a front line. Especially like Guild Enforcer or anything that is 6/6. 6 health below. Aggressive superior. They gonna make him like a 2/2 now. Yep, a 2/2 means instead of turn 6 a buff with the empower one, now it becomes 7 and 7 casting cost with empower means like it's still good if for example I play Zealous of March and then on turn 7 play this one also. My Zealous of March became like a 5/5 wave protect. But FYI, if you are full board, you cannot play him. So you hopefully one of your creature die. So you have like one space. Because remember, if you have full board, you cannot play this one. This is not a spell, but a creature. That's the difference here. That's the difference. I think the Prayer of Desperate is still OP. And Armory Haze, they changed it to 6 casting costs from 5 to 6. Usually when I play the domain aggro, this is nice turn 5. And turn 5 I can like disable all those 2 strength into a 0/0. Means I can like do math more damage on that turn 5. And then probably on turn 6, like not turn 6 on 6 mana or turn 7, I can like do a Rapture Dance to do an AoE. But now because they're like similar with Rapture Dance, who knows? You can still play both, but if you're like literally aggro one, like Armory Haze and Armory Haze and Rapture Dance at the same time, you can play both. But usually, the idea of having a 5 casting cost is to counter the Prayer of Desperate. Remember, Prayer of Desperate is +2/+2 for all creatures. This is like you're supposed to be like counter to that one, like buff your creature also like equivalent of for that one, but they make him 6 casting costs. And Kaeya, this is one of my favorite legendary. They just reduced it to 2 health. Still good enough because the good thing about Kaeya, if I play him and end my turn, he can do like a AoE damage. Similar like to the hunt, but instead of like 6, but instead of like to creature, it include character and still 6 damage. So still 6 damage and it's up to opponent to kill him. They just lower his health so for him to be easily be killed. That's like the main for use be killed by weapon or like a 2/2 creature or a spell, a two casting cost spell. But still if you're an aggro deck, this is still a good popular. So okay. So overall okay, so there are like lots of bugs fixed here, like majority here. But overall, in my perspective, like if you watch my Anubian Aggro and Domain Aggro Deception, you will notice they're literally so strong that they can like kill your opponent in turn 5. By doing additional casting mana cost on those cards, you will delay the aggressiveness. So it will have like an opportunity for other players, like especially control, to do a board control because they're like a delay turn. But still, I believe the domain is still playable and the Anubian is still playable. But it's not that too fast anymore because especially Land of the Dead in turn 5 now, you have to wait 2 more turns. So everything is still playable. For light, I think the light is still playable. Mace of Calling can be replaced. Shield Bearer can be removed and replaced with other one. Philippine can be placed. So overall, aggro is still there, but it's a little bit slower, like 1 turn slower compared with the PTR. Because in the PTR, if you notice, in turn 5, you're already dead. Because that's how fast the aggro of the domain aggro deception and Anubian aggro death. They just increased the casting cost there, but I believe still playable. And who knows? So we will figure it out that during uh, the PTR later on. Later on, it's the Mortal Judgment, and we will figure it out if there will be a new changes on the deck. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, kindly please subscribe and like. And you have like question or suggestion, kindly please leave a comment. And see you next time. And thank you for watching.
There's a distance between us.